if a party want to recognize as a national party, it want to satisfy any of the following condition. So the first condition is, if the party wins 2% of Lok Sabha seats from 3 states, then it can recognize as a national party. If a party is recognized as a state party for 4 states, then it is eligible to recognize as a national party. Functions of political parties. Parties contest elections. In most democracies, elections are fought mainly among the candidates put up by political parties. Parties put forward their policies and programs before the electorate to consider and choose. Parties play a decisive role in making laws for a country. Formally, laws are debated and passed in the legislature. So the parties participate in the elections. In most of the countries, there will be a competition among the candidates, and also the parties, they want to tell their ideas and policies before the electorate. Then only they will consider them and they will choose them. So these parties make a law for the country. So they play a decisive role. And also the law which are making by the parties are passed or approved by the legislature. Parties form and run the governments. Those parties that lose in the elections play the role of the opposition to the party or a group of coalition parties in power by voicing different views and criticizing the government for its failure or wrong policies. Parties shape public opinion. They raise and highlight issues of importance. Parties function as the useful link between people and the government machinery. So these political parties, they form the government and also the party which lost in the election. So it is considered as an opposite party, and the work of this opposite party is to find the wrong policies that are made by the ruling party. These parties will give importance to the public opinion, and it acts as a link between the people and the government. Role of opposition party in a democracy. In a democracy, there may be two-party system like in the USA or a multi-party system like in India and France. The ruling party may have received the mandate of the majority people, and the opposition party represented the remaining people. The leader of the opposition party occupied a prominent role in the democratic forms of the government. He enjoys the rank of a cabinet minister. He opposes the wrong policies of the ruling party which affects the general public. As the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee questions the functioning of the government departments and examines the public money used for the well-being of the people. Similarly, he plays an important role to select the chairman and members of the Central Vigilance Commission, chairperson, and members of the Information Commission. The opposition parties reflect genuine demands and concern of the people to play a constructive role in a democracy. Role of opposition parties. So in a country, they can follow either the two-party system or the multi-party system. But if the election is held, there will be one ruling party and the opposite party. The person who wins in the election is considered as a ruling party, and the person who loses in the election is considered as the opposite party. The leader of this opposite party has an important place in the government. So he plays the role of a cabinet minister. If any wrong policies are implemented by the ruling party, this opposite party has the right to find it out. He will involve in the selection of Central Vigilance Commission, chairperson, and members of the Information Commission. Pressure groups. The term pressure group originated in the USA. A pressure group is a group of people who are organized actively for promoting and defending their common interests. It is so called as it attempts to bring a change in the public policy by exerting pressure on the government. The pressure groups are also called as interest groups or vested groups. They are different from the political parties in that they neither contest election nor try to capture political power. Pressure group is a group which is formed by a few people, and that group will pressurize the government to achieve a common objective. This pressure group is different from the political parties because this pressure group will not participate in the election and they will not capture the power. But the political parties, they will participate in the election and also they will hold the power in the government. Pressure groups in India. A large number of pressure groups exist in India, but they are not developed to the same extent as in the USA or the Western countries like Britain, France, Germany and so on. In India, many pressure groups are there, but they are not developed equal to the USA or the Western countries like Britain, France and Germany. But large number of pressure groups are there in India, but still they are not developed. That is the only thing. The pressure groups in India can be broadly classified into the following categories: business groups, trade unions, agrarian groups, professional association, student organization, religious organization, tribal organization, linguistic groups, ideology-based group, environmental protection groups. So the pressure groups are divided into these types. There are separate groups for these departments: for business, trade, agrarian means agriculture, for professional association, for students organization, for religious, tribal, linguistic, ideology based and environmental protection groups. Functions of pressure groups in India. Pressure groups are the interest groups that work to secure certain interest by influencing the public policy. They are non-aligned with any political party and work as an indirect yet powerful group to influence the policy decisions. Pressure groups carry out a range of functions including representation, political participation, education, policy formation and policy implementation. So the pressure groups are also known as the interest groups because it will concentrate on a certain problem, on a certain interest by influencing the public policy. So the pressure groups are also known as interest groups. So they didn't join together with any political party, but it is an indirect powerful groups. These pressure groups can involve in education, policy formulation, policy implementation and also in political things. For these things, they'll pressurize the government to do all the works in these departments. So this is the work of pressure groups. Political participation. Pressure groups can be called the informal phase of politics. They exert influence precisely by mobilizing popular support through activities such as petitions, marches, demonstrations and other forms of political protest. Such form of political participation have been particularly attractive to young people. So these pressure groups are called as the another phase of politics. So they'll give some petitions and they'll do the marches. So by these they'll get the support from the people. So this thing is also attracted by the young people. Education. Many pressure groups devote significant resources by carrying out research, maintaining websites, commenting on government policy and using high-profile academics, scientists and even celebrities to get their views across with an emphasis to cultivate expert authority. So now we'll see the involvement of pressure groups in the education field. So they are doing some researches and they are maintaining the websites and they are commenting on the government policies. So by these activities, they'll get the support from the expert authority. Policy formulation. Though the pressure groups themselves are not policy makers, yet it does not prevent many of them from participating in the policy making process. Many pressure groups are vital sources of information and render advice to the government, and therefore they are regularly consulted in the process of policy formulation. So policy formulation. So the pressure groups, they will not make any policy. They are not policy makers, but they'll suggest their ideas to the government. They'll give their advice to the government in policy formulating field.